Now, since all juicers are a little bit different, and this model is actually like 6 years old, I'm not going to actually like show you in detail how I assemble mine just because it's kind of irrelevant. Now, I do love this juicer. I got it at Costco. It was like 80 bucks. Again, it was maybe like 6-ish years ago. I know that the model that they sell now has changed, but I think it's only changed for the better. But there's nothing wrong with this model. For my juice today, here's what I have planned. Woo. We've got some parsley and cilantro, which is great for, I believe, detoxifying the body. Pineapple, carrot, celery, more carrot. I just break those in half. We've got our apple. We've got some watermelon just because I happen to have it. And then here's the apple again. Now, I did take the seeds out because recently I've read if you consume apple seeds along with some other seeds, it kind of creates like a chemical reaction or something in your body that kind of turns to like cyanide. So I mean, it's not a big deal. I'll take it out, whatever. I don't like worry about like de-seeding the watermelon or anything. And then I've got a whole bunch of kale. You ready for some juice? All right, now we're gonna start juicing. Start with the pineapple. We're going to throw in a little bit of the cilantro and parsley. Now, I don't have like a greens juicer, so what I do is I ball them up as tight as I can. Kale sandwich here. A kale carrot sandwich. Ate some of my celery and more kale. Now, I am going to add some chia today. Now, chia is great. It's high in fiber. It's got, let's see, right here, 6 grams. It's high in your omegas, at least omega-3, and then it's high in protein, too. So chia is great. It kind of gives you the illusion of, like, having blackberry seeds in your juice. So what I do is I throw about a tablespoon in, but I throw it in right after I've juiced my first cup of juice, and then just stir it in. And the reason that I do that is that it can kind of, if you've ever had chia before, it gels. So they kind of like, they gel up a little bit. It's weird. More kale. I do a lot of kale. I love it. You can't taste it if you're concerned about the taste. It's good. We'll do a kale apple sandwich. So a little more kale, a little celery, little carrot, and then all I have left is a little bit of watermelon. Drake ate some of it while we've been juicing. Now I'll let you see how great the watermelon juice is. I mean, of course it's going to juice great. It's like totally just liquid, but look at that. It spreads. Now, a few things you don't want to juice. Obviously, like anything creamy. Bananas don't juice. Avocados don't juice. You have to be cautious with pears. Pears kind of need to be chased by like an apple or watermelon or a carrot or something that juices very well. Now here's our juice here. I've got quite a bit, but I'm going to show you a trick. So even if you are a big juicer, you might not have been doing this because I wasn't doing it for years. So it is re-juicing the pulp. This was my biggest like aversion to juicing for the longest time because I felt like I was wasting so much. I'm like, why wouldn't I just eat it? It makes more sense to eat it, and that way you're not wasting it. Well, there is a lot of waste. The green, I do want like just a greens kind of juicer. The green doesn't always juice the best. Even though I make the sandwiches out of it, it doesn't always juice the best. So what I'm going to do is pull this out. I'll show you all my pulp. So see, I've got all the pulp, almost all the pulp out of there. And now this is what I'm left with down over here. Sorry, my hand's so dirty. Alright. So I'm going to empty out my cup again because I want you to see what you can do when you rejuice the pulp. Alright, so I'm going to make like a pulp log. Yes, that's a good way to put it. And for everything I juiced, I mean, this isn't like a ridiculous amount of pulp. It's not too bad. And it doesn't feel that wet, so I don't know how much I'm actually going to get out of it. There are some days where I refill this glass completely. But that's usually when the kids are juicing with me and stuff like that too. So, alright. I'm going to put the pulp log into the top of my juicer, just like I did everything else. As you can see, like, that's a substantial amount of juice that would have just been thrown away. Now I'm going to do it again. Now, as you can see here, my little pulp log is a lot smaller, and it's already starting to get finer, which is what I want. So see, once again, a fair amount of juice. I'm going to do it a third time just because I still got so much out. There's days where I'll do it up to 5 times. Here's my pulp, my little pulp chunk now. This back through. That's all we have left. All that produce, that's all we have left. Well, there's still a good amount of juice. When I get so much juice out, I mean, I don't want to waste it. Produce isn't cheap. I want to get as much out of it as I possibly can. I want the boys to get out of it as much as they possibly can. Now, the kids also love juicing. They love doing it with me. This is what we're down to. That's it. So, I mean, it's really, that's not that bad. I used to waste a lot. At least I felt like I used to waste a lot before I knew to repulp my pulp. Rejuice my pulp. Alright, as you can see, that time I really didn't get that much out of it. So I am done rejuicing my pulp. I kind of like to lean my machine forward a little bit, make sure I get it all out. So now, obviously you could compost your pulp. I actually throw it in a, like, put it in a ball and throw it out to the cows and the bunnies. But, I mean, that's just me. So, this is what I got out of rejuicing my pulp. I think it's a significant amount. It's usually about what Drake will drink. So, throw that in my juice. I mean, obviously, oranges juice great. What else is good to juice? Like everything. Everything's good to juice. If you can juice it, juice it. Kiwi, for some reason, leaves like a little bit of a funky aftertaste, like a stingy aftertaste, even if you peel it. It's weird. There you go. So there's my juice today. It's gorgeous. Absolutely gorgeous. And I have the chia. Now, I've also sometimes add spirulina to it. And I would just add it in. I'd actually mix it in like a little bit of juice or some water, and then add it to the juice. So, anyways, that's it. That's the juice today. If you guys have any questions, let me know. Hopefully, I answered them all. I do love my Jack LaLanne. I've had it for a really long time. I've never had any problems with it. There are a lot of pieces, but I mean, it's not too bad to wash. Yeah, so there you go. And once you start drinking juices after about a week, you'll become addicted to them. They just make your body feel so good. They like, a lot of my friends say it keeps their skin really clear. The way it makes me feel is like unmatched. So anyways, that's it. I'll hush and I'll talk to you guys later. Bye.